Tua in the cold, should we be fading him and backing the Green Bay Packers against the spread, or should we fade the weather narrative and back the Dolphins against the spread? In this video, I'm going to answer all of that for my favorite pick for the Thanksgiving night game between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. First of all, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, but as we always do on our Thursday video, do a status report on the season thus far, and we've gone on a string of horrible luck. We have lost four straight plays in the last minute or 2 minutes, which has dropped us to minus 1.4 units in the red this season. We lost the Raiders +6 because the Raiders threw two passes at the 1 yard line instead of running it in. We had the under on Sunday Night Football, and the Eagles were running the clock out to end the game, and Saquon burst for a 70-yard touchdown to lose the under. Monday Night Football was also a disaster. Justin Herbert went over 21 and a half rushing yards on one of the final plays of the game that shouldn't have even happened due to a soft PI call. Then another soft PI call put them at the 1 yard line. And what do? Just like every team does when they're at the 1 yard line, they ran it in and we lost on the under. Nothing we can really do except brush off the losses and stay the course, right? The same course that has made us profitable in each of the last 3 seasons. And I still think I'm going to be profitable this year, right? Minus 1.4 units, we're fine. Let's get back to the winning side. And if you appreciate these breakdowns, the best way to support, press the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section below what you love for Thanksgiving, whether it be Lions versus Bears, Giants, Cowboys, this game. You let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer all of them just like I always do. And just a reminder that this channel is sponsored by BetMGM. BetMGM has so many good promos for Thanksgiving, and the best way to take advantage, use promo code JustGridiron for a first bet offer up to $1,500. Deposit at least $10, and if you lose your first wager on BetMGM after using code JustGridiron, you'll get it all back, up to $1,500 in bonus bets. Beyond that, they have an odds boost token for the Thanksgiving game. They have a same game parlay boost token. They have a live odds boost token and an anytime touchdown score boost token. Go take advantage on BetMGM. But remember, gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 years or older. Terms and conditions apply. So let's talk about that storyline in this game, the weather. Right, Tua is 0-4 as a starter in temperatures below 40 degrees, completing just 54.5% of his passes with 4 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Temperatures are probably going to be in the low 20s tomorrow night in Green Bay with a real feel probably closer to 15 or 14 degrees, but the wind is relatively light, between 7 to 14 miles an hour on average, and there's only a 5% chance of snow, no real rain. So while it is going to be really cold, it looks to be just that. So that is why I think the market kind of overreacted. Let's look at both teams since week 8, the midway point of the season. The Dolphins rank 13th in EPA per play on defense. The Packers rank 14th on EPA per play on defense. The Dolphins rank 5th in EPA per play on offense, and the Packers rank 8th in EPA per play on offense. So the Dolphins have a slim lead on both sides of the ball. And since his return, Tua and the Dolphins have been much more efficient on offense, and it really comes from the quickness in releasing the football. Tua releases the ball on average in 2.32 seconds, the quickest in the league, which has led him to being pressured on just 20.9% of his dropbacks, which is also the lowest in the league. This isn't the same Dolphins offense that we were used to last year, really over the years since Tua has been there with the moon balls to Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddles, the deep passes, right? So cold temperatures used to affect Tua, those type of passes. But the short game, the short intermediate passes, that's the way that Tua can break out from this slump in the cold. Again, that short intermediate passes, that's how he can overcome these weather struggles. The Packers are allowing 8.2 yards per attempt when they don't get pressure, compared to 4.3 yards per attempt when they do get pressure. The Packers only rank 18th in pressure rate, so Tua should really have no trouble getting the ball out quickly. And obviously, when you're releasing the ball that quick, it's hard to push the ball downfield. The lack of deep shots, though, has really not hurt this Dolphins passing attack. They rank number one in dropback EPA per play since week 8 and second in dropback success rate, letting Devon Achane, Tyreek Hill, Jonnu Smith, and Jalen Waddle get the ball early and make plays after the catch, yards after catch, has been a recipe for success, and I expect that to continue against Green Bay on Thursday night, especially if Jair Alexander is unable to play, right? He missed this week with a knee injury and is now questionable to play. I also really want to bring attention to the Packers' recent resume. They're coming off a blowout win against the Brandon Allen-led 49ers, who have just been a disappointment all season long. But before that, they escaped against the Bears on a last-second field goal block. They were manhandled by the Lions in the rain, and then they barely beat the Jaguars, and they had a great game against the Texans. With how well the Dolphins have been playing since Tua's return, this very well could be their biggest test outside of the Lions game back on November 3rd, and the big talk, again, is this weather narrative, but I think that the Dolphins can overcome that with the short to intermediate passing game. And I just think that the Packers are a little bit overrated in general. I make the Dolphins 2.5 point underdogs in this game, and my model on Rithmm is even more bullish on backing Miami, making them closer to a 1.5 point underdog in this game. Highly recommend downloading Rithmm. You can find the link in the description of this video to access your 7-day free trial. You can build your own AI-backed model or use their back-tested model with tons of props, game predictions. They also do other sports if you're looking for more NBA or college football, basketball. So I am fading the cold weather narrative as I think Tua can do enough in the short intermediate passing game to move the ball efficiently. And I think the Dolphins defense is going to give Jordan Love some more problems than he's used to. Give me the Dolphins plus 3.5 at -115 to win 1 unit. Good up to -120 at plus 3.5. Or you can play +3 for the Miami Dolphins at even money or better. And I don't mind a little sprinkle on the money line as they think the Dolphins are an outright live dog. I know we are coming off some gut-wrenching losses, but I'm excited for this one, and I think we come home with a winner. Be on the lookout for my Black Friday pick video for the Chiefs against the Raiders, which should be out soon. But let's go 1-0 on Thanksgiving. Get some money for some presents for Black Friday. Why not us?